SSRI has been, in my mind, a great fertile earth. We've had a lot of interesting initiatives that may not have necessarily taken root in other places.
A lot of the focus at SSRI is on building and advancing the social sciences and bringing the social sciences into and in contact with other disciplines and arenas. A general moment of pride is when people feel helped by the social sciences.
I see SSRI as a hub where researchers from multiple disciplines like psychology, sociology, economics come together to answer important social questions. And I also see SSRI as really enabling that kind of research by providing the technology, the space, the expert support to help people coming from different disciplines to be able to collaborate and then innovate.
So I believe the Institute started in 2003. We started in 2001, and it took us, a couple of years to get it all put together. So 2003 to 2009, I was the head of it or co-chair of it. The first task of the Social Science Research Institute was to figure out a way to lower the barriers between departments, and so find what's in common, so that the university can present both new knowledge that its faculty develop, but also teach across disciplines in a much richer way. So both teaching and research are core to this whole enterprise.
Have a space where the community can come, because some of our work is also we also interact a bit with the community, and a space that is close to the community and easily accessible is important to us.
There's a richly interdisciplinary fabric to the social sciences, and I think that the purpose of SSRI is to provide that fabric.
How are we gonna solve this? I mean, so the social sciences are critical to the nation in terms of how, in fact, we navigate so much of what happens in the world. And so it's not just that we want people to come to college so they can get a job building stuff, right? Because you build stuff and you're gonna have problems, and it's the social sciences.
I just can't overstate how important I think it is that social scientists collaborate with other researchers, whether in the hard sciences, the medical sciences, or other social science disciplines, to try and solve society's problems and advance basic scientific knowledge.
SSRI has given me the opportunities for collaboration and also the central place in the university for me to be able to reach out to other researchers and other departments, which led me to come up with grant-funded research that's profoundly interdisciplinary and also really important for my own research career.
So I really enjoyed the sort of process of connecting ideas and finding the spaces between subdisciplines in economics and then disciplines in the social sciences and across other sciences to see what opportunities lie in those gaps, and to help people bridge those gaps. I hope SSRI will continue to focus on everyone from undergraduates participating in those early Vast Connections programs to graduate students from different disciplines to young faculty who are just beginning their careers.
I think the most gratifying thing has been to be able to get back in the last 2 years to funding faculty research with what I would call flexible research support. It's really nice to be able to say yes to what people are passionate about doing, as opposed to them having to fit their passions into whatever the most recent funding priorities of the university are. What I'm often pushing for is how do we get to yes, as opposed to kind of dreaming the ways to get to no, because the problem is the no's don't need help dreaming, that there are plenty of them around. I just hope that idea of trying to figure out what research our faculty are trying to do, and the SSRI says we've got X amount of resource, let's put that to the most productive purpose. So I hope that question remains at the fore.
What's missing? What aren't the departments or schools providing Duke faculty and students that they need? And are there ways where there could be efficiencies of scale that would serve, you know, both those organizational units and also the scholars within them?
SSRI has been that home where I can draw upon the humanities for a framework and a foundation in some of the very philosophically based questions about the human condition, and consider how they interact with some of the more social science and applied research oriented inquiries and frameworks from the social sciences and how those apply to education.